Okay, so we're breaking down another play today. We've been doing this a lot lately, and in the comment section, someone asked me to break down this play. It's from Game 1 of the World Series this year between the Dodgers and the Yankees. We're going to break down the play. It's an interesting play. It's something that you don't see every day. I've actually called a couple of people, called Juan Rivera, talked to Nick Palma today. I wanted to get their opinion on the play because you don't see this every single day. And I had my thoughts of what Rizzo was doing. He's running at first base here, and I wanted to get their thoughts, and we're all kind of on the same page. And so let's break it down. Let's talk about the situation first. So here's the situation. I want to get it exactly right. It's the 10th inning. It's the top of the 10th. It's 2-2. So we've got a tie game. We've got runners at first and third for the Yankees. Rizzo's at first. Volpe's hitting. There's one out. So as the Dodgers, you can't let this run score. I mean, technically, I guess you can let it score, but then you go down by a run, and you're going to have to score in the bottom of the 10th. And so we're trying to cut this run down at the plate. Now, we can do it in one of two ways because we have one out. We can turn a double play. So if we get a ground ball, we can turn two. Or we can bring the infield in, and we can throw this runner out at the plate. So if we get a ground ball, we field it, he goes home, we throw him out at the plate, and then we hope to get the next guy out. Now, as a defense, you got a decision to make. Again, do we play infield in to where if it's a ground ball, we field the ball, we throw the ball home, or do we play double play depth where we're going to try to turn a double play? Right? We're going to throw the ball second, then the first. Now, there's also such a thing as it's called a 3 depth. We used to do this a lot. Now, a 3 depth is like a combination of a 2 and a 4. So you don't go all the way in on the grass like you would on a 4 depth. On 4 depth, we're playing it on the grass, we're throwing the ball home no matter what. So you look in, coach is going to give a 4. Okay, we're playing 4 depth. That means get the guy at the plate. If you see 3 depth, what that means is typically we play a little bit deeper. If it's a slowly hit ball to us, we're going to field the ball and throw the ball home because we can't turn a double play. Right? It's based on the runner's speed. A lot of times you have a pretty good runner at the plate. If he hits a slow chopper, like we can't turn a double play. If you got a guy that's slow as shit, then maybe we just turn a double play no matter what. But we could possibly do a 3 depth where we play a little bit deeper, and on that play, if it's a chopper, we throw home. If it's hit hard right at us where we can turn 2, then we turn 2, so we have the option. Now, what are they playing here? They're playing in, but you can see Edman isn't like on the grass, and also the positioning of the second baseman right here, he's way up the middle. Now, he could be there just because a lot of players play in the shift now because most balls on the ground are going to be pulled. And so he could just be playing there and he's going to throw home no matter what. But I was curious. I'm curious to see what would have happened if this ball was hit right directly at Edman and he didn't have to dive, right? It's hit right at him. Do they just turn the double play here instead of coming 4? Anyways, that's a long-winded, I guess, situational explanation. But what I really, really am interested in is the base running by the Yankees. Sorry it takes so long to get into that. So let's show the play and what happens. Here's the pitch. The ball is hit up the middle. Watch Rizzo. He stops and he gives himself up. So he runs. Here's the ball. Again, the ball's hit. Now the ball's hit up the middle. So we've got no play at home, right? So the only play we have at this point is the second to try to get the double play. Edman dives. He fields the ball. He ends up bobbling it here for a little bit, and then he finally picks it up and he flips it. But watch Rizzo. We're going to play it again. Rizzo runs, and then right here, he just stops. Now, when he stops, let me back it up for a second. When he stops, I'm going to show you when he starts to stop. Right here, he's slowing down. The ball's still on the ground. Edman still doesn't have the ball. He's like searching for it. He's like trying to grab it. Now he picks it up. Now he flips. You can see the ball's just leaving his hand. Rizzo has been completely stopped the entire time. Now, he could have potentially beat this ball, right? He could have potentially beat it, but again, he didn't know that Edman was going to drop the ball and fumble it. So what was Rizzo doing? That was the question I got. Why isn't he just running hard into the bag and sliding? Why is he stopping like this? I'm going to be the old man again. Back in my day, you could just go in there hard and try to take that guy out, try to break his leg to not let him turn a double play. Well, they changed a lot of the rules a few years ago. It's been probably a little bit more than a few years ago. But they changed a lot of the rules to try to make it more difficult for the runners to go in there and take guys out. You really can't take guys out anymore. They want to protect players. And so let me read those rules real quick to you, okay? So here's the rule. It says, a runner will have to make a bona fide slide, which is defined as making contact with the ground before reaching the base, being able to and attempting to reach the base with a hand or foot, being able to and attempting to remain on the base at the completion of the slide, except for home plate, and not changing his path for the purpose of initiating contact with a fielder. Right? So they put in these rules so that guys aren't going in there and just destroying players anymore. So what some teams are doing now is they're saying, well, instead of just sliding into the bag, because that's probably not going to affect the fielder's ability to turn a double play, which personally, I still think if you go in hard straight into the bag, so if we go in hard to the bag, I still think that affects the middle infielder. So again, I played in a day where I used to get killed, and that definitely affected me. But I'm just thinking, if I'm turning a double play and a guy's still coming in hard, and I know that he's not going to kill me, right, because they don't let you kill anyone anymore, but if he's sliding in hard, you feel that runner, you get the ball, like he's right there, it still affects me a little bit. But anyways, what some teams are doing now is that some are slowing down and just getting in the way of the throw. So to me, I think that's what Rizzo's doing, is he's just going to stand there, right? He's just stopping and he's standing there. He's giving himself up and saying, you can have the out at second base, but you're not going to turn a double play because I'm going to stand here. Now, when they throw the ball, right, that guy's going to turn, he's going to look to throw, and he's going to see Rizzo just planting his big body right in the path. So could that affect how I throw the ball? Possibly. What I would do is I would take that thing and I'd throw it through his face. But it potentially could, and then as the ball's coming, I'm assuming Rizzo's going to get out of the way so he doesn't, break his face in half. But I think that's what he's doing. He's just trying to, in some way, I don't know if distract's the right word, but just get in the way of the throw a little bit, and hopefully the guy just can't get the good throw off to first base. I still feel like sliding in hard into the base will still affect the guy enough. And if you go in hard and just slide into the base on this, you have a chance to be safe there. And now we've got a chance to score you from second base. So that's my thoughts. I want to pull up a video real quick. Check this video out right here. So this was a game earlier in the year, and this is Rizzo at first too, and I want you to watch this. So on this one, here he comes. Now watch. He does the same exact thing, except he doesn't stop. He runs, he runs, he runs, he runs. And like right here, he is right in the way of the second baseman throwing the ball. And then at the last second, he peels off so he doesn't get hit in the face. But this is what I mean. Like, see how the ball is still thrown perfectly on the money. So like, it doesn't, in my opinion, that doesn't really affect the throw. Like, the throw is still right on the money. And I mean, his options here are to do this, or usually what happens is right here, you slide. But I still think if you're getting closer to the bag, right, which Rizzo would have been, if he just kept running and just slid hard, he could be safe. He still can affect the throw. You're not standing in the way, but again, it's not comfortable as a second baseman when guys are coming into the base. Do it legally. Do everything under the rules that I just read. Just go hard right into the base, okay? Don't go over the base. Just go right into the base. I just think that still affects it more than just running at him and then getting out of the way. Technically, I guess he could stand here, but like no one's that crazy that you're going to wear a ball off the face. I don't think so. Let me pull up one more video real quick. Okay, so let's back this up here. So this is another one of Rizzo. So this is also earlier in the year. So here's Rizzo is running. And see, on this one, he just goes into the base, right? He's running hard, running hard, running hard. And then at the last second, right, because if he keeps standing up, he's going to get hit in the face, he slides. So both times, the second baseman throws the ball on the bag, right on the bag, like right to the first baseman. Good throws. But I think doing it this way, the thing with this is, if Rizzo had done this, he might be safe at second base because Edman dropped the ball. He bobbled it. So he could have potentially gotten there and been safe. And I think you're still affecting the throw pretty much the same way. And if he was a little closer, if this guy was later with the flip, then you're like right on top of the second baseman. And again, in my opinion, he can feel you doing that. And it's like, it's tough. Again, I played when you could get killed. And so I'm used to throwing the ball and boom, I'm like going down on the ground half of the time. But even if they didn't take me out and they just slid right into the base, I can still feel that guy. And that might throw me off just a little bit. Anyways, hopefully that makes sense. I think that's what Rizzo was doing. I think he was just standing there and he was going to say, go ahead and throw the ball. I'm going to try to block the base. And at the last second, I'll get out of the way so I don't get killed. And that'll keep you from completing the double play. But he was going to make it anyway. Volpe was going to beat the ball. And I know that Rizzo probably had to make the decision before he realized that Edman bobbled the ball. But let me know what you think in the comment section below. What would be your strategy? Would you go in standing up and then peeling off at the last second? Or would you just teach the way that... Like, I'm always open to new techniques, right? Because there's a lot of smart people that are coming up with these ideas. But I just don't know if, for me, this makes sense. I just feel like I don't want to be like the old school guy, just do it the way it's always been done, because there are always better ways. I just don't know if this is a better way. I feel like just going hard into the base, follow the rules, and just slide in hard. Slide in hard and late and follow the rules. I think that breaks up a double play just as well. Anyways, let me know what you think. Good discussion. Thank you for putting that in the comment section below. Any other videos that you have questions about, just tell me the game, the date of the game, and the inning, and I'll find it, and we'll talk about it. And then let's talk about it in the comment section below. That's all I got. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to the channel if you have not done so already. And we'll talk to you later.